Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. How you guys doing tonight? Hope everyone's doing great. Oma Rose. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you, miss. Good to see you. Yeah, it is Tuesday night, and the market is doing what the market does, as we like to say on the channel. I know a lot of interesting stuff is going on in the digital asset space. I could have sworn I saw a little bit of a run there in the market. Where's my hold on one second. I don't have it. A little bit of a run going on in the market. Anyway, I left my phone somewhere. So what is going on? I hate this YouTube update. Yeah, I know, bro. What's going on, TJ Jackson? Good to see you. Oh, she says, good night, family. It's like, are you leaving us? Yeah, so interesting stuff. I thought I saw XRP up there doing a little bit of things. 30 cents, maybe doing a little something. Morris Prince is here. What's going on, my friend? A lot of interesting stuff going on Twitter today. XRP Crypto Wolf will say a happy birthday to that guy or gal, XRP Crypto Wolf. It's my birthday. So I just want to thank everyone and let you know how much crypto and the XRP community has changed my life throughout the years. I love all of you for being the best community ever. And more than anything, we have learned the XRP bull run that's coming our way. We have earned the XRP bull run that is coming my way. Darn, no $50 XRP. That bummer. And Danny Loff is in the building. What's going on, my friend? I'm about to put hodler mode. I was supposed to do hodler mode today on the Celsius app. Hodler mode. Just put it on that mode. No, that's it. No withdrawals. I like that option. I just sold all my XRP. That's why there is a. What's going on, brother? How are you, Hardly? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So let me share. I should share that with you guys. Shout out. Everyone say happy birthday to XRP Crypto Wolf. This is talking about a community ad. Talking about a valuable community member. And always adding, I don't know. I think this dude's stuff is dudette. His stuff is probably the most stuff shared on the community without question. Absolutely love what he's got going on. He or she has going on here. It's my birthday, so I just want to thank everyone and let you know how much crypto and the XRP community has changed my life throughout the years. I love all of you for being the best community ever, and more than anything, we have earned the XRP bull run that is coming our way. Indeed. Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it, my friend. We appreciate all that you do for the community. Absolutely. Yeah. How cool is that? Very nice stuff there. Very nice. So did I see XRP hit 30 cents? Is that the word? I saw the DJ, I believe it was DJ Peter Vass kind of calling out coin markets. Oh man, and he was kind of on. He likes Coin Gecko. I am not near Hoboken, Danny Law. Lucky Lloyd is checking in. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Absolutely. So that's what I heard. I heard a little bit of Peter Voss. Yeah, definitely is a beast, TJ Jackson. I do not ever use Nexo, Marco. Holy moly, roly poly. What's going on, my friend? I don't think I've seen that name before. I would have remembered that name. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Appreciate you checking in tonight. So yeah, XRP Crypto Wolf's birthday. I did see something about CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. I guess it's kind of a big disparity in terms of updating and keeping everyone well informed. Continue doing it, my friend. I appreciate that, Danny Loft. Let us know what you come up with, my friend. Someone else saying they sold all their XRP. You and Hodler at Eagle Eye 77. So I don't know. Listen, I got turned on to a video. I watched this video last year when Green Eggs and Sam I Am to the Lifeboats on YouTube shared Marvin Gaye's famous diagram or chart and talked about the quantum financial system and Richie Rich. Who all remembers that video? That was August of last year. Who all remembers that video? That's good to hear. That's good to know, Marco. I'm glad you are using the Celsius platform. Alex Mashinsky was dropping some nuggets earlier today. In fact, he's on a Medium. He did a Medium. He wrote a write-up on NASDAQ today as well. How many of you guys remember that? Danny Loft, I do indeed, my friend. I do indeed. I will make sure that I get that to you tonight, brother. Antonio Lopez, how are you, my friend? Marvin Gaye, I bet he has got some good beats. He does. Marvin, he does indeed. You guys remember that? Anyone remember that video? It's 15 minutes, but I got to tell you, interesting stuff because it's a year ago, in August of 2019, the tweet, and I believe the video right around that time as well. I do remember that. I really, really do. Lucky Lloyd, do it yourself is super bullish on XRP. Oh, big time, Lucky Lloyd. DIY, big time. I will definitely do that, Daniel, off without question, my friend. Yeah, interesting video. I'm gonna tell you, it's an interesting video without question. Confessions of a whack. Bro, XRP, that is so funny. Antonio Lopez, good. Good to see you here. Yeah, so that was an interesting thing. We'll see if I share that. What have we got? James Rule. I got to tell you, what's the word I want? I don't know if I want to say mainstream media. There's some challenges in the DeFi space. Let me put it to you that way. There's some challenges in the DeFi space that we all have to be very, very, very careful about. It's very much becoming the ICO craze in 2017. And we have to be careful because we know about how many people, like someone was literally on Twitter singing the praises of a DeFi thing that's at $72. And it hasn't been around but a few months. It jumped this up to $72. And I just don't know about the greater good of these DeFi platforms. I thank you, Antonio. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. We just don't know. I'm not certain. I'm not certain of the greater good in these DeFi platforms. Are they of the mindset do well by doing good? It feels like a first in, first. It seems like it's kind of masked. It seems like it's a watered down version of the lending asset space. That's what it feels like to me. And or the ICO craze. And they're just catching on and catching on and catching on. And people are just putting things together because they can put it together so easily on ETH. And it just feels like a big time money grab. Really does. That's a good point, Harley. If you don't know the team, don't buy the coin. And here's the challenge that I'm seeing on Twitter, and I'm going to go over an article that kind of points to this as well. If you're fortunate enough to get into something early, and does that mean that it's good for the community to start shilling it and to start sharing it? If it's pretty much a shelf life to it. In other words, they have these things have a tendency to run their course after 2 or 3 years. And it just something doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And I'm going to point to 2 articles that are really kind of speaking the same thing and saying the same thing, speaking the same language and saying the same thing that I'm saying. So I just think it's important to be careful. I also think it's important to be hugely, hugely grateful. Hugely, hugely grateful. I was just speaking with a fan of the channel last night, and we were talking to some different things, and I was just, he was asking some advice, and I was like, I want to be able to see the team, right? I want to be able to see the CEO and the CFO and the CTO. I want to know that they're out perhaps with a marketing budget, whether it be a little or small marketing budget, right? I want to, if you're not able to get on MSNBC and CNN and CNBC, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? That's the thing that causes me concern. So this is what I told him. You know what I mean? That's what I told him. Guys, 50 people in the stream, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't had a chance to do so already. That's kind of my thing. Oh, TJ Jackson. So Win Mullet is good. All right, good. That's good to know. Haven't seen him in a while, man. If you see him, tell him I said what's up. Tell him that I miss him here on the channel. Caught Win Mullet and Cryptopolis live stream this morning. All seems to be well. I love it. Yeah, definitely tell him I said what's up if you see him in the stream. Cryptopolis live stream. Oh, okay. I forget that he does have a channel. Thank you for TJ Jackson. Bro, XRP, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Siege, coming here when you're live. Coming here when you're alive is like therapy for me. Thanks for doing this for your community members, brother. You're a champ. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time. Elizabeth is in the building. How are you, miss? Good to see you. Tell him, Lucky Lloyd. Tell him if you like the content, please hit that like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't had a chance to do that. So let's go over. I'm not going to go over. Let's go over what would I say? The third party. It would be kind of more third party than the NASDAQ one with Alex Mashinsky. Again, guys, it's how blessed are we that, a lot of us hold XRP, that, we don't have to have concerns about whether there's a team behind it, how legit the team is behind the project, right? Are they looking out for you and I? Are they looking out, not necessarily looking out for the XRP hodlers, but are they looking to get out into the marketplace and do something with XRP, right? To establish partnerships and to establish use cases, right? So we're in a really, really blessed spot. This DeFi thing, I just got to tell you, just be hugely. I did not, Marco. And the only reason why I said I did not for BitConnect, because I had like $100 in BitConnect. Johnny Nguyen, JCPenney is about to lay off 70,000 employees. Whoa. That is tough. I hope and pray that they had a cash flow business to kind of stymie that, right? That they had something, as a side hustle that they were doing. Hopefully it was a home-based business. And so that, just a tough spot being in that position. All right, let me go over this. Yes, they do. They make a great team. Tap the Line is in the building. What in the world? Tap the Line. What in the world? I haven't heard from you in a long time, brother. How you been? How you been, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, bro. Oh, wow. Danny Loft, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Everyone can move money, but if they don't have the right people in place pushing utility and partnerships, why even gamble? XRP is always adding use cases. XRPL is always adding use cases for XRP use. And that's the thing that is so very, very important to understand. And again, the DeFi space feels like a feeding frenzy. Thank you, Daniel Off. I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for the super chat. It feels like it just really does feel like a feeding frenzy right now. Ultimately, I know Alice Mashinsky says something very similar to this. You have to decide, what do you want to promote? What do you want to promote? Do you want to promote the money grab because you get in early, right? And the vast majority of people don't get in, so they lose and they get turned off by the space? Or do you want to promote something with a sound business model? It doesn't matter when you come in or you get turned on to it. It doesn't matter. It's a level, equal playing ground for everyone. That's the decision that people got to make. Yep. Think about that. So let me share this. Let me share this Crypto Siege. Yeah, we all are, bruh. I was in the lending platform space for a year. Thousands and thousands gone, thousands and thousands. So yeah, I feel your pain, bro. Definitely do. Darnell, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before on this channel. Appreciate you checking in, brother. Darnell Calhoun. All right, let me share this because I think it's important. Again, we're good, right? Early adopters in the I remember, I will never forget the day, bro. So TJ Jackson, I'll never forget the day when I decided that I was done in the lending platform space, in the high yield investment platforms. I remember literally, this is back in the day when I would literally type in coin market cap. I will not today, but I was literally I'm done, and I'm telling Miss Crypto Season, I'm just done. I was actually started my YouTube channel promoting these platforms. And I remember looking at coin market cap, and I said, I need to find something with a real team, just looking at it. It wasn't Bitcoin, right? I remember thinking, there's not Bitcoin. And I remember Ethereum, and I remember looking at that, and I had some Ethereum back then. I was just diversified in the top 10, 20. But I remember, I'll never forget that day. But I'm done with this, trying to hit that home run on something because my dude had got a home run, right? One of my guys got a big time home run in, I don't know if it starts with a D, Brave Rewards, maybe. I forget. Something crazy. I remember thinking, I'm just done. So we're in a blessed spot right now. And so the idea is we can get more of the people to come into this space without getting burned, because there's a challenge in the getting burned is that people might not have the resolve of XRP, TJ Jackson to rebound and stay in the space and say, you know what, this wasn't the one, but I'm going to keep staying in. I'm going to keep doing my homework and keep doing the research and stay in the space. A lot of people left very, very frustrated. And we don't want institutions to keep getting word of platforms like YAM, for example. just whether it be a good thing or a bad thing, whether it was meant to be a good project or not, what we need is a sound business model looking to do good, not looking to do good by looking to do well by doing good, right? Looking out for the holders, looking out for the people participating in the platform. That's the difference, right? All right, let's see. All right, let's do this. Let's share one of these articles here. What's the title there? Interesting little write-up. Mashinsky did a little interesting one too. Cryptocurrencies minting dozens of coins a day. Speculators tap into crypto craze. Well, it looks like I have some free time on Bloomberg. How about that? Risk is running rampant in financial markets. Stocks trade at .com.era valuations. The IPO pipeline is full. SPACs, who DeepMind just told me what those were, and I can't remember what he said, are back. Bitcoin's headed towards a record, and right on cue, here come the crypto opportunists. Fueled by spike in speculative appetite, cryptocurrency entrepreneurs are offering new digital coins at a torrid pace. Reminiscent of the Bitcoin boom 3 years ago. Among the freshly listed, pork chop, Dave coin, spaghetti, Newtonium, and whale. Many have no obvious utility, but investors have poured billions into them in hopes of riding one to an easy profit. The world of crypto has always attracted peddlers of get-rich-quick products. When fans of rewiring the global financial system start buying into a new idea. In 2017, it was Bitcoin and the end of fiat currency. This time, buzz is growing over decentralized finance applications that seek to cut out institutions from things like lending. Back then, tax cuts had juiced the global stock market. Now, central banks are plowing trillions into the system, depressing bond yields and sparking a rush into alternative assets. I lived through and profited through the 27 crypto bubble, and this feels somewhat reminiscent to it, says Michael Novogratz, the founder and chief executive officer of Galaxy Investment Partners. He said in an interview on BNN, Bloomberg Television. It was the ICOs back then. A new ICO every day, and the herd would swim to that ICO and jam the price up. And there'd be a frenzy of liquidity and price. And then it would collapse, and they'd move on to the next thing. This is exactly what I'm saying, guys. And it feels a little bit like that. This is someone on Twitter. I am going to roll the dice on a food-related small market cap coin. What's the pick? Pasta, taco, chop, shrimp, ham, donut, spaghetti. Oh my goodness. More than 500 coins have been listed in the past month, guys. More than 500 coins have been listed in the past month, according to coinmarketcap.com. While exact figures for comparison are hard to come by, the boom harkens back to when the blockchain frenzy saw iced tea makers, office product resellers, and even Kodak among those issuing thousands of coins with the promise of decentralized wealth. Those took in billions of dollars before a crackdown by regulators revealed almost all were nothing more than marketing proposals. There's little reason to expect that investors will fare better this time. That is just Not good. Perhaps memories are short in the world of crypto, or maybe it's a new generation of coin fans driving the latest surge in demand. Either way, it's of a piece with the uh, explosion of account openings at retail brokerages. Wow, where newbie traders piled into bankrupt companies and chase rallies and little known stocks that barely have revenue. The same forces at work in the world of speculative asset companies, where investors buy into a publicly traded shell that aims to find a private gem to acquire. As is often the case, crypto proponents are promising this time is different. Many of the new coins are related to projects that have actually launched and are structured in a manner to avoid some of the regulatory hurdles that tripped up a lot of ICOs. And some apps for decentralized finance, known as DeFi, to the crypto crowd have shown some promise. But coins like Porkchop and Dave Coin don't feel different from 2018. They have none of the DeFi veneer, essentially providing investors a way to gamble. Porkchop calls itself a game in which total coin supply is reduced with each coin purchase, thus encouraging investors that it will pay to stay. Supporters of Dave Coin, dubbed a crypto awareness project, gets coins for certain tweets promoting it, with a promise of a windfall if the president or famous crypto investors such as the Winklevoss brothers retweet it. It recently jumped 50% in 24 hours when stock trader Dave Portnoy, who inspired but isn't affiliated with the coin, jumped into crypto before falling when he sold his holdings. That is kind of where I'm seeing stuff, right? Not a really good look at all. Just not a good look at all, guys. This is what I'm talking about. And interestingly enough, the same day that this comes out, an article from the NASDAQ featuring Alex Mashinsky says the very same thing. Hold on one second, guys. Says the very same thing. I just sent that out to you. Oh, wait a minute. Message failed to send. Twitter is over capacity. What does that mean? There it is. There it is, Danny Law. And that's what I do think it's interesting that Alex is out same day. I didn't catch him live. I did not catch him live. I did see a tweet from him, Bro XRP says Siege. Did you catch Steve Mnuchin today live? I did not. That dude like me having Mama Sands in Okinawa, Japan, right before 0500 PT formation. He looked like deer in the headlights. Is that right? I missed it. I missed that. I did see a tweet about him saying something along the lines of extending unemployment insurance. I did see a tweet about that. But just guys, I strongly encourage you guys to just be really, really, really careful. I'm ready to try that XRP toolkit thing. I hope that XRP toolkit works. Hey, bro, XRP, TJ Jackson, I'm getting ready to use that XRP toolkit. You guys use that for this flare thing? Ha ha ha. Charlie G, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you tonight. Think about that. $34,200. Man. To 29,000. Man, I don't know. That's tough. I'm going to try that XRP toolkit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I will try it. See, I use the toolkit. It's legit, bro. It's secure. Cool. I'm going to try it and just, I guess, hopefully it's going to kind of tell me step by step what I need to do. See, I hope there was a video on the XRP toolkit that just said step 1, step 2, step 3. Siege, I heard earlier today that this bull run is going to be slow and sustainable since the institutions got their money in now. Your thoughts? Well, I was always of the opinion, bro, that it was going to be longer, closer to 2 years. It makes sense about the institutional money being in it, and it makes sense. Look, I know I've said before that I'm not expecting XRP. For me, I'm planning XRP to be $20 to $26 in the end of 2021. Dan came out with a good video on how to use the toolkit. Who's Dan? What's going on, Michael Angelos? Oh, Digital Asset News did? Okay. Okay, so you got a couple of people doing it. Working Money Channel did one also? Okay, perfect. So between Digital Asset News and the Working Money Channel, I should be good because I need a step-by-step walkthrough. You know what I mean? That's what I need. So I'll do that tonight. I just heard Miss Crypto C. She just got off our business call. Eagle Eye, no worries. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. So, guys, just be careful, right? Just be careful. It's right. It's just very, very interesting. We had two really, really interesting things happen to us today. Number one, not the most important, but number one was so there was a breach in one of our PayPal accounts, right? And PayPal did give us a notification, kind of send a notification, kind of verifying the transaction. But we were like, yeah, we didn't do that transaction. We didn't, and the site comes up in Spanish and the whole 9 yards, like what's going on, right? And so I was like, yeah. Okay, first thing, definitely got to up the security game. But here's the thing, right? So we make the call to PayPal, and they're kind of doing their thing, and they said, well, one of the first things we need to do is change password. And okay, I was like real happy about that because I've been kind of gently encouraging, right? You need to do more password changes, right? Because she's still of the old way of doing things. I'm like, you got to change stuff up. If they can get to you, they can get to us, and that's not good, right? Because me, I use password managers, right? In the crypto space, we're all about 2FA and the best 2FAs and all this stuff, right? So anyway, we're doing that, change the password, they're going through some stuff. And then she says, I think this is the lady at PayPal. And I think you need to, and the next step we need to do is we need to enable 2FA, right? So she says, okay, cool. And she says, yeah, you need to get the text to your phone for a second level of security. Now I'm sitting there, I'm listening in between being on my phone, and I'm thinking to myself, I was about to tell her, ask her if they have, another level of 2FA. I didn't ask her because I knew I was going to just, ask myself. But my thing is why did PayPal and the people there not suggest the highest level of security? Why would they suggest the texting as a 2FA when it's very, 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 very vulnerable? Very, very vulnerable getting those text thing versus a Google Authenticator or versus a key, right? And I'm just like, that's where we are. Secure. We're you and I are so ahead of, most of us here on the channel be like, oh, no. You got to get a Google Authenticator. You got to get the Google Authenticator or get the Authy or even bet, right? Get the UB key or get the Google key, get something, right? Other than that text thing. But you would think that the people from PayPal would not even think about a text code and should have immediately said, well, do you have an authenticator app? Nope, did not have it. Did not have it. Didn't ask the question. They have it. They have the authenticator app and the key, some kind of key. And I thought, wow, why wouldn't she not just suggest that? Why even suggest that, put yourself in a position? Nowadays, they're going after the phones more so than they are the computers. You'd even recommend that texting, right? None your business. What's going on, my friend? Did you change your name? Because I know there was a none your business, but we used to check in on the channel. One of the biggest things to do is upgrade your security on your phone provider. Yeah, and so and here's the challenge with the phone providers, Marco. Do they have something that is not dependent upon them? Because and what I mean by that is what started the phishing thing and the challenges with the phone was that employees at these phone providers were providing information or stealing information. Yeah. Because, I remember, 9-10 years ago, changing the passwords and stuff with providers on the phone, and you're giving them the info, right? And so they have access to that info. And so you need some other thing like a Google Authenticator, right? That changes that. Like, do they have something? Because when you call a phone provider, they have your info. If they work there, they have access to it. And that literally happened where employees at AT&T or Verizon, or T-Mobile, were the cause of the phishing scams. Right? They were the cause of the scams, right? So, and the text code security is just not. It's the lowest level of 2FA, right? The authenticator is definitely better, and the keys are definitely better. Can't wait to spark. Yep. Yeah, we shall see what's going to go on with that. We shall definitely see. Yeah, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't had a chance to do it yet. 83 people on the stream. I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Manny, what's up, my friend? Yeah, some part of me, Danny, wants to be like, well, let's see if they lift these exchanges, won't it be just a lot easier? You know what I mean? No, nothing new, Charlie, on what Celsius is going to be doing with the Flare thing, other than that Alex Mashinsky said that they are working on it. Yeah, they're behind these crypto scam commercials as well. And that's YouTube. That part of YouTube to me is just unbelievable. And how the SEC or whoever does not get involved with that is beyond me, because they are scamming and ripping millions of people off. And how SEC is not getting involved, or whoever who oversees that, I don't get it. Tumbleweed XRP, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you on the stream tonight. I'm sharing the siege with my people. All of you need to also. Well, thank you, Tumbleweed XRP. I appreciate that. Good to see you tonight. Victor Da Silva. In 2084, huh? Yeah. What's going on, GDLT? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you tonight, my friend. As always, guys, make sure you go check out GDLT's YouTube channel. He's over there doing his thing. Make sure you check him out and give him some love. No, you didn't miss anything big, Don. We're just talking about, just be careful, be very, very wary of these DeFi protocols, right? It's feeling like the ICO craze. In fact, it just went over an article, and Mike Novogratz said the very same thing. Said the same great. Danny Law, thanks for the super chat, bro. Danny Law is like 831 came and went, and Swift is still around. What the? Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing. It's so it's like I started the show, bro. I should be talking about Sam I Am to the Lifeboats. I came across a video of his last year, August, talking about Richie Rich and Marvin Gaye, talking about this quantum financial system. And XRP was going to be the liquidity for this new financial system. In 2019, I remember listening to that. I remember listening to that. Right? So, yeah. And now Charlie's, I don't know. Someone says, I don't know. I know there's going to be a new financial system. That I do know. But I got to tell you, anyone, if you haven't seen that AIIB chart, I mean, it just has to make you think. Let me see if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up. I don't know where it is. Is it here? Let me see something. I know I have. Is it there? No, what was that? Okay. Let me see if I can share this, because it just, again, it makes a lot of sense to me. Let's see if I can share this thing with you guys. Is it that? Is it that? Nope, it's not that. That's not it. That's not it. How do I get to that? No. Well, I guess I can't share it. But it should be in the application. Nope, that's not it. I don't know how I share this. Honestly, don't know. Oh well. But that let me do this. And so this thing here was Swift on the left and AIB in the kind of in the right and HSBC in the middle. I don't know. Trump and Xi and Putin are ready to push the plan faster the plan rolls out, the better. No one will control the new financial system. Swift system soon to be replaced. It won't be there for long, before 2020 or by 2020. Change of structure will absolutely occur. Digital credit, trusted liquidity will soon be injected, which will be XRP. The system, transfer of system from the west to the east with HSBC in between, plays a key role in transfer of old system to the new. Liquidities are still flowing at the moment left to right. The dollar system is now gone. However, fiat is here to stay. The dollar system is now gone. However, fiat is here to stay. Gold is back with his new friend, the standard of the new economy. You got to tell you, that is one of the more interesting things, I got to tell you, that I've seen in a long time. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Save. Set as. Save as. Yep. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Couldn't do that either. So I really do. Yeah. So a new financial system. Yes, I certainly believe that. I mean, why would the executive order 13772 even exist? It's titled a new financial system. For sale is here. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Shannon. What's going on, Shannon? Good to see you, my friend. So that's what it is, guys. Is that right? He blocked you. Interesting. Interesting. It's an Asian International something bank, Antonio Lopez. I hope you're right about that, Marco. I hope that Pundi X and their phones do some stuff. I have a little bit of that Pundi X. I do indeed. So, guys, just be careful. Be wary of these. Again, these DeFi protocols. It's a very, 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 very interesting time. It really, really, really is. And we just got to be careful. Yeah, he could very easily. He could have heard something, TJ Jackson, very easily. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yeah, guys. Yeah, do me a favor. We want to try to get just as many. We love getting just as many likes on the chat on the video as we have people attending and hanging out and enjoying the stream. So if we could do that, that would be absolutely outstanding. Appreciate you being here for sale. None of your business. Who else? Did I miss anyone else checking in? I don't think I missed anyone else. Jamarcus, what's going on, brother? Good to see you tonight, man. So just be careful. Keep your stuff safe. You know, keep yourself safe, right? Absolutely. Keep your stuff safe, man. It's these, I don't know. Dapps are the new scams at Crypto Siege. How about that, Danny Loft? That's tough right there, right? How long do I believe the flywheel effect is going to take place? I would love to see Ripple at the company in its 10th year, 10 going on 11. I believe that's just how success is. So I would love to see them at their 10th year. I think that's when they'll know that they know that they know that they know who they are. And I think that's a really, really important for us as XRP hodlers. So that's just 2 or 3 years away, 2012. So that's what I believe, Trevor J. Good to see you, my friend. I'd love to see Ripple where they are in their 10th year, right? Going into their 11th year. That would be exciting to see. It all depends. It all depends for Captain Sticks. I mean, if you're talking XRP, I just personally, I'm not expecting anything more so than $1. But the end of 2021, that's a different story. You know, I'm planning, that's what I'm planning for, or 20 to 26 XRP. I'm planning for that, right? So, you know, that's what we're planning, and, you know, we'll kind of adjust accordingly. I hope that VeChain wins. I hope it wins this year. We'll see. I don't know, but I'm hoping. I really am hoping that it wins. Let me share this article from the NASDAQ just to kind of point something out to you guys. Alex Mashinsky did his thing here on NASDAQ. If I can find it. I know it's here because I see it there. Why is it not showing? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Interesting title, Utility over Decentralized Finance. DeFi versus DeFi. Guest contributor by Alex Mashinsky. Interesting stuff here. So when the Industrial Revolution began, the gold standard was in place to help remove the risk of currency fluctuations from international trade and prevent governments from printing money and inducing inflation. The same type of fiat inflation we are seeing now, almost 100 years later, as the Fed continues to print money as the solution to every problem. We only had a few times in the last 50 years where we earned more than we borrowed. Decentralized finance projects can use this history to guide them in solving issues that have plagued the financial industry since we went off the gold standard in 1971. To do this, they need to assess the risk of propagating the financial services conveniently offered to us by Wall Street, and look to merge the benefits of DeFi and CeFi, centralized finance. Merge that utility to deliver financial freedom to 7.5 billion people living on this planet. DeFi and CeFi have the chance to side with the depositor to create utility that always acts in the best interest of the people, creating sustainable long-term value with the users depositing the assets instead of maximizing profits for financial middlemen. Many DeFi projects have been introducing financial services that seem to have great potential for providing users with equal benefit for borrowing and lending, including high yield interest income and low interest loans. But things like DeFi fractional reserve lending and DeFi yield farming run the very real risk of working against the retail consumer. With yield farming, leveraging DeFi protocols to generate high rates of return has novice users piling into high-risk situations through surges of liquidity combined with unstable protocols. There's a major downside for retailers using, let me say that again. There's a major downside for retail users when the DeFi farming bubble pops as it does not provide sustainable income or creates true economic value in the process. The recent example of YAM dropping over 99 cents in a few hours, or the 5x discrepancy between DAI in circulation and what's reported as held on Compound, are all prime examples of avoidable mistakes from promising projects. Utilizing early adopters from the FOMO created by others looking for quick wins. During the beer cold pandemic, the U.S. got rid of its 10% reserve banking requirements, quietly going from already risky 10% fractional reserve to a zero reserve. And the same risk exists for new DeFi projects touting fractional reserve loans. Neither system working in favor of the customers who continue to deposit their life savings with banks, and DeFi not knowing the risks involved. DeFi at its core holds the promise to allow the people more freedom, less fees over their assets, and financial decisions. When DeFi copies fragile banking methods for short-term benefits, they risk putting unsustainable income and newly created financial protocols over the goal of providing the most stable utility and income to users. Better education for new users on what safe and replace the toll collectors and middlemen in financial services. While banks have the FDIC, DeFi and CeFi need to set up a similar safety net, which will protect depositors against hacks or fraud and allow this nascent industry a chance to grow and replace the failing fractional reserve system. We cannot discount the tremendous growth and attention these projects have brought to the DeFi space and the importance of having over 4.48 billion in value locked, a 3 billion increase since May, much of which is double or triple counted via farming. However, the interest in DeFi creates the opportunity not to be a neutral service provider. Instead, DeFi should build out financial world to bring in more fiat and assets from new users in all countries. Instead of seeing these as competing segments of financial services, we need to consider how we can utilize DeFi to create sustainable long-term value in the three most essential buckets for adoption: crypto assets, tokenized gold, and stablecoins. There are two ways that DeFi can start achieving this real utility. Rather than competing against itself with who will do a bigger airdrop or invent the best protocol. That's some good stuff there. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but boy, I got to tell you. Uh-oh. I was frozen for a while, huh? That, my friends, is a really, really good write-up. You definitely want to check that out. The title of that is Utility over Decentralized Finance, DeFi versus CeFi. And he was a contributing their author on NASDAQ. It's really good stuff. It's really, really important to understand. Antonio Lopez. Yeah, absolutely, my friend. The upside, if you're talking about the Celsius network, because there is actually a token called Celer. So you just got to be careful there, Antonio. So Celsius is CEL. The Cell token is CEL. And the company is Celsius.network, Antonio. And for me, I've always found Celsius.network to be a very sound saving. I call it a sound saving instruments. We do something on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time, Antonio, every single Wednesday. We do something called Generational Wealth Wednesday, where we talk traditional finance and some crypto, and we talk about creating generational wealth. And we have a formula for the channel. It's generational wealth equals digital assets plus sound saving instruments multiplied by a cash flow business. That's our formula for the channel on Generational Wealth Wednesdays. And in the sound saving instruments, there's two currently. There's a properly structured dividend paying whole life insurance. And then there's the Celsius network, Celsius.network. And I always leave a link in the description of all my videos for the Celsius network because I believe it to be a very, very sound saving instrument. It allows you to fundamentally practice fundamentally sound principles for finance, which is saving, right, acquiring assets, and then putting earning interest on those assets, and then leveraging your assets versus liquidating. your access. And this is what the 1% of the 1% do. They acquire assets. They learn how to get yield on those assets. And then they also leverage their assets in ways that, that they can, versus liquidating and cashing out their assets. So my thing is, if you can stay in the top 10 and top 20, and even top 30 and do that, again, the biggest challenge with DeFi is it's a lot of gambling going on there. And it's a big time. It feels like very much like a big time money grab, instead of just really doing something, for the users, not the first one in, or not the one that comes with the most money they can snatch up the most. And there's a lot of games to be played in a DeFi space. And so I want you guys to be careful. Definitely be careful there, because you don't have to gamble. Like Danny Loft says, you do not have to gamble over there. You really don't. Crypto Delivery, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. So I would encourage anyone curious about the Celsius network, watch as many AMAs, all ask me anything that you possibly can. With Alex Mashinsky. Do your homework, see if the message resonates with you. Check out the business model. You can check it out on Celsius.com. You can see how they actually get yield and they pay back 80% to the depositors. Did you want her to do that? Yeah, I don't have my phone with me, or so I would tell her. Right. So 80% of what they earn, they give back to the people who deposit their assets on the platform. Learn about the business model. See if it makes sense to you. Learn about the message. See if that makes sense to you. Right. M1, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Celsius is a good way to save, earn, and borrow. Absolutely. 10,000%. Absolutely, 10,000%. So, guys, again, I always do that, and I'll leave a link with you, Antonio, so you could check them out. But again, I would encourage you first to watch the AMAs. All you got to do is you can go to the Celsius Network if you want to do that on YouTube, or you can just AMA with Alex Mashinsky, right? And then you can learn about the project. Mashinsky. That's how you spell his name. Absolutely. So I, do it like I did, right? I watched a bunch of those things for a long time, and once I really got that it was a sound business model and that it makes sense to me, and that they weren't playing the games in the high yield investment platform and the lending platform space where I got started in late 2016 in crypto. Once I realized that, okay, there's a CEO behind this and there's a team behind it. And oh my goodness, the dude showing up on the stock exchange and on CNBC and MSNBC. Okay, this is a real dude. All of these things, made the difference for me without question. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a great hang without question. Without question. It's been a great hang. I definitely appreciate you guys being here. What's this? I'm getting ready to have some chocolate cake, huh? Mm-hmm. Without question, it's always great to hang out with you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys being here. JT, how are you, my friend? All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all of my streams and remind you guys for this again. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. That is that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.